If editing feels like it takes forever, you are not wrong. You open your project and 3 hours later, you are still scrolling from that same 3 clips, dragging, rewatching, overthinking, and burning out. You tweak the pacing, the story, the music, but it just never feels done. And I've been there for years. And that's why today I am going to show you the exact surgery I applied to my editing process that took me from 10 hours per long video to just 2. Let's go through it. So I will go as simple and concise as possible. Here you have the common pitfalls. This is the most important part of the whole video. First, if you edit without clarity, so if you receive the footage and you don't know what to do, I guarantee you your whole edit, the whole video will suck, period. I will give you an example, okay? You go through a day of work, so you wake up, you don't know what to do through a day, you don't have any task, like priorities, task, anything, and you go like, I don't know what to do, but I will figure it out. So this is the worst mindset to have when editing. You want to have the clarity of editing on how the hook will look like and what the person will say, what VFX are you going to use, what music it has to go, how it has to feel, what is the video about. So all of these little things are very, very important. You have to get clarity on how the video basically will look like, okay? You have to get clarity before you even edit a single clip. Then you are watching too much footage, okay? So you are basically scrolling and scrolling through the footage. If you are like getting hours and hours of footage scrolling and basically don't edit anything, okay? So you do this, you are overthinking a lot, okay? The most time I wasted while editing, it's watching the footage, not editing it, okay? So here, what I just said, I wasted the most time watching the footage than editing it. Okay, so while you hit the playback and watch the footage, you are wasting a lot of time. That minutes that you are watching are going to accumulate to the block of work that you are doing while editing, and you will end up like with a lot of hours wasted just watching footage. It's like watching YouTube videos, you know, they are a lot of hours that are included in this. Okay, so this is very dangerous. I would say basically don't watch so much footage. If you watch the footage, edit it immediately, okay? Then getting distracted and not setting time to focus. This is basically a very important thing. You have to have a 4-hour work block, okay? Maybe not that, okay? But 45 minutes at minimum of work of focus. So you will edit, I will say, a 30-minute raw long form video and you will not do nothing else. So it's like the Pomodoro technique, and you can watch this also on the deep work book that it's on Kindle, Amazon. It's very famous, but this is very important. So you have to log in, apart all the devices, phone, etc., and get that out of the room. Put in your headphones, close the curtains, block all the noise, and get in front of the screen and edit for long periods of time until you're finished it, okay? So the focus is very important on editing because it's a creative task, it's not an operative task, but you have to get to a deep focus to do it well and reduce the time that you do it, because it's not the same as locked in focus time editing a long form video, for example this type of video, than editing this video and scrolling to TikTok, Instagram, Reels, etc., or watching a YouTube video on the site, or eating or doing another thing that it's not editing. So that is very, very important. So here I could expand all of this on 5 bullet points, but I wanted to focus only on these 3 things because I think these 3 things can scale your income as an editor exponentially. Okay, so this is the 3 most important common errors that I see editors make and that I made for years. Okay, so I am talking from experience. So let's review it. Editing without clarity, you have to get clarity on how the video will look like and feel before even editing a single clip. Okay, then you can watch so much footage. You don't want to do that. Basically, the footage you watch, you edit immediately. Okay, you don't pass it. Okay, this can be watching a YouTube video because you will get distracted. Okay, so many hours are wasted by this. And finally, you have to lock it in. Basically, you have to apart all the phones and the devices you have in your room and get out of the room and setting the time to focus. A work block, close your door, do anything to not get distracted. It's so easy to get distracted nowadays. Okay, let me know in the comments if this makes sense or you didn't understand it, basically. But yeah, this is the most important thing, okay, of the whole video. Then you have to get pre-edit clarity. This is the thing I mentioned here, but on more detail, okay? So you first want to get the pre-edit goal, okay? So define a clear objective, okay? So you want to have views, you want to have retention, and what you want to teach on the video, etc. Then the footage that you will use, okay? So you want to have a specific A-roll and B-roll, screen recordings, that kind of stuff. Then footage that I will discard. So then you have pauses, errors, silences, and you want to cut all of that. Okay, so then finally you have the thumbnail direction. You want to have the inspirations, the videos and the thumbnails that already work. Then you have the edit sprint. So this is the most important part of your video. This is basically the summary. Okay, so you have the hook, the setup, the reveal, and the CTA. Okay, the setup and the reveal, I want to do it as a body. Okay, so it will look like hook, body, CTA. Okay, so what you want to focus your 90% or the 80% of your time editing, you want to focus it on the hook. Okay, a good percentage on YouTube, for example, of APV or average percentage views, it's 45-35% or sometimes 55. Okay, but basically the body will be seen a lot. Okay, and the CTA less. The CTA is for sales, etc. But the most important part is the hook. You have to know this as an editor. Okay, so the hook is the more important part, but you want to focus 80% of your time on the hook. Okay, so you want to do a crazy edit always on the first seconds. Okay, basically the first 30, 1 minute and a half, that kind of stuff. So I have some dialogues and clips, examples I have here, but basically you want to focus the whole time on the hook. Okay, so you want to get to a point of 20% of the effort, it's the 80% of the result, and that it's the hook basically. Okay, so then the final phase, the finisher move, basically you want to get a to-do list. I will mean this is the second most important part of it, because the most important part was the first common pitfalls. This is basically, I suggest you very strongly that you have a to-do list or it's steps of editing, so you have clarity on what you have to do every single time. Basically the repeated steps that you are doing every single time. For example, for a long form video, you receive the footage, you load it, you import it into Premiere, you train the silence with a transcript of Premiere, you cut the silences automatically, you transcript the footage into subtitles and put the subtitles up to graphics or motions. Then you do it with a hook, basically you work the hook, the VFX, then you do the body, the CTA. So you want to have a to-do list written, or a Miro or anything. You want to have it written and clearly into your head, so you can do a to-do list on all the moves, on all the steps, clearly on what you have to do to get the video done. Okay, so there is a quote of Daniel Dalen, very very powerful that says what you want to do as a business, it's always have all the steps very clear. So all the procedures have to be very clear to be repeated, because again, if you don't have clarity, basically I guarantee you your video will suck. Okay, having clarity, it's very important for you as an editor. Okay, so this maybe feels like one more step, or a step that doesn't matter because you are only like writing down your procedures and this doesn't make anything, your client doesn't want this. But this is very important for you to take so much less time, because you can track how many minutes, hours are you taking with each single step. So you can track, so for example, I am taking so much on the VFX, okay? So what I can do to reduce that time to use it for another video, to get more income for me as an editor. Okay, so this is very important. Your time as an editor is gold, so you have to use it very wisely. So that's why it's very important for you to track all your move and procedures as an editor. You want to track how many minutes are you taking on the CTA polish, on the VFX, on the sound effects, on the hook, on the cutting of all the video, that kind of things. So you can be more efficient and have more clarity. Okay, let me know on the comments again if this makes sense, if you understand it. I explained well my idea. What I want to do is to help you guys finally, okay, as an editors. And the results achieved by this is that I took from 10 hours of long form editing a single video, okay, from 2 hours, because I have first clarity. I work not hard, okay, but I set a work block of 2 hours just editing the video, not sending messages, looking Instagram reels, TikTok reels, whatever, okay? And I wasn't looking at more footage, okay? So the footage I viewed, I edit immediately, okay? It's very important for you as an editor to have clarity again, edit. You have to know what the hook will look like, how the body and the CTA, how each second have to feel before editing a single clip, okay? Then you have better structure, because if you have better structure, your attention will be better, because it's much easier to watch than a video without structure. Imagine I taking like first the results and then the pitfalls, and no, like from nowhere the edit sprint. So I have to get a structure to talk about this, okay? And the better structure you have on your videos will better the retention, okay? Because it's like I offer you the CTA of the video, from nowhere I introduce you the intro clip, how I will talk about a sale before I even talk about the problem. You know, this doesn't make any sense, and this reduces a lot the retention. So you have to get a very good structure, and then you can obviously upload with confidence. Okay, so you can pass the client the video and you have to basically not worry about that. Okay, so you have a happy client, testimonial, referral, and the referral makes you 40% of your income as an editor. So as always, this is the time for you to take a screenshot. That's basically about it, and I see you on the next video.